Cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. On Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And welcome to another Women Wednesday. Ladies, it's not always your fault. You're not responsible for his actions when it comes to his relationship with his children. Fellas, let me give y'all a heads up. Today's show may step on a few toes of some of our male listeners. Hell, today's show may force one of us, if not all of us, to look in the mirror. Nevertheless, the topic needs to be discussed. To all our male listeners, let me ask you a question. Are you a deadbeat man? I repeat, are you a deadbeat man? Now, as y'all know, a man can have multiple titles and roles in life. He could be a dad. He could be a husband. He could be a friend. He could be a son. He could be a brother, etc. So today's show is not just about deadbeat dads. It's about deadbeat husbands, deadbeat friends, a deadbeat son, or a deadbeat brother. So, fellas, in your own words, what is a deadbeat?
Man, somebody whose priorities are just not in the right place. You know, they have no get up and go about them. They just existing.
Right. No direction.
No purpose.
No guidance.
No purpose. That's the big thing.
Yeah, no purpose. You
Yeah,
just
no
kind of
purpose
here
is great.
just to see how it go tomorrow.
Exactly. And
Okay.
Not making a tomorrow.
yep. And when it go ahead.
No.
And when it comes to the kids, that's a different type of deadbeat. That's a low down deadbeat, because if you can't take care of your offsprings as a man, that's just you how do you expect anything good to come towards you? Any type of blessings if you can't take care of your offspring?
I think the question was deadbeat in general, whether it be
Yeah, I know. I
father-
just had to.
Oh, okay.
I said that deadbeat is just a different type of
So
deadbeat.
for you, it's
Yeah. That's a low down, dirty deadbeat.
so check this out. Okay.
Okay.
So check this out.
Yeah.
Notice I said men
Yeah.
can have multiple titles and roles.
Right.
We could be dads.
Mm-hmm.
We could be husbands. We could be friends. We could be a son. We could be a brother, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you're saying is, when I asked the definition of a deadbeat, because I was speaking of deadbeat men,
Right.
a deadbeat man,
Right.
and a man can have multiple titles. But what you're saying is a deadbeat dad is a little different than a deadbeat husband, a deadbeat friend, a deadbeat son, or a deadbeat brother.
Yeah. Because
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because now you're messing with the kids at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, you ain't supporting, you ain't picking them up, you ain't doing nothing. You just help them kids. You just a low down dirty deadbeat to me.
Okay.
When you just don't care about your own, that's bad.
So that's a little bit lower.
Yeah, that's
than
lower, yeah, because them kids, you shouldn't brought them in here if you wasn't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
and they didn't ask to be here.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
I get
Okay.
it.
So now y'all was kind of spot on with your definition in your own words, because now what I want to do is I want to read the actual definition of a deadbeat. Notice I didn't say a deadbeat man. I want to read the definition of a deadbeat. So, a deadbeat A person who is not willing to work, does not behave in a responsible way, and does not fit into ordinary society. That's your definition of a deadbeat. So, with that being said, notice again I said that men can have multiple roles. What I want to discuss first is a deadbeat dad. Since you touched on the Comedian 96, can you give me an example of things that you could recognize and be like, oh, that's a deadbeat dad? Give me some examples of something that a man could do that we can look at him and say, oh, he's a deadbeat.
I would say, oh man, I won't say talk about the kids because a lot of people don't really talk about the kids, and a lot of men that don't.
We're speaking of deadbeat dads.
Dads, I'm talking about dads. Yeah. So unless you really ask them, right? I would say, for me, it's just what's the word I want to use? It's a red flag. And this is just me in the work world. If I came to work and maybe, because most people have pictures of their kids in the cubicle, and if I know this person has kids and no pictures of the kids in his phone and on his cubicle, you don't even talk about them. To me, that's a red flag. That's right there.
Okay, so I can see how you.
Yeah, because now it's like, do you care about your kids?
So, but
Yeah.
so an example to you of a person that could be a deadbeat is someone that doesn't have pictures
Right.
of their children.
I would say pictures or something from their child. This is the work world. That's what I'm saying. Not because you should have some pictures in your phone. If you don't have none in your phone, you ain't got none at work.
So let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
Name something. Give me an example of something that a deadbeat dad would do and wouldn't do, or wouldn't do. That you be like, oh, you don't do this for your child? Oh, you're a deadbeat. Or you won't do this for your child? Oh, you're a deadbeat.
Yeah, you don't make sure they have
exactly.
the proper stuff to go to school with. School clothes.
There you go.
Okay. That's a good one. K-Money?
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a great one.
Do you have any?
Just spending quality time whenever you can.
That's actually number one on my list, K-Money.
Yeah, spinning. Yeah, okay, but there's a catch-22 to that.
No, there's no catch-22 to that because if you're a single parent, you still got to be a parent first.
True that. I get it. But as a woman, the woman's the nurturer, the man is the provider. Regardless if you're single or married, it's still the same. The man is the provider, the woman's the nurturer. We're not nurturers by nature. We are providers, and we're the worker bees. So I can't say that every man is going to spend time. However, that man will make sure that child has everything he or she needs. May not have all the time to spend like mom, but he or she will be taken care of by that father.
So first of all, you're entitled to your opinion. But you're associating nurturer with prioritizing time for your kid.
Correct. Well, no. Well, no. Well, nurturer. Yes, I am.
So here's the thing. You don't have to be a nurturer to prioritize spending a little time with your kid.
You don't. But the point I'm making is sometimes men have jobs where they're always working. So time is not. I mean, when to get time, oh yeah, we finna go.
That's why I say when you can.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I said when you can.
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Just because you have a job.
Yeah.
And you work. Let's say you work.
But he did say when you can. So I'm gonna scratch what I said because he did say when you can. So because it's like I said, and it's pertaining to me. It's when I can because I work so much.
Okay.
But when we do. Oh, we going all out. We going Disneyland. We doing everything. But it's not all the time. You get what I'm saying?
But, you know, there's some cases where the baby mama or the baby father is not even in the picture. They may be deceased. So that man or that female has to step up and be both.
No, that deceased one is really
now
a
keep in
deadbeat.
mind, I know you said female came on it, but keep in mind, deadbeat dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Deadbeat
my bad.
dad. So Slash, you said something about school, because that was actually second on my list. A deadbeat dad avoids responsibility for a child's needs.
Right.
And
Needs.
needs.
And that's not even a want. You need to have clothes to go to school.
Correct.
To
Yes.
get the proper education, because what we do know is if a child goes to school in raggedy clothes, they start to bully this child and talk about this child, and now this child don't even have the confidence to go to school and learn. So as a real man or a father to your child, if you're not looking at it that way, you're definitely a deadbeat.
That is.
There is no other way to see
Yep.
that.
Okay. Now, what about a deadbeat dad is unreliable?
Right.
So like a deadbeat dad regularly misses important events or fail to follow through on promises.
Yeah.
And when you do that, that breaks the child's trust.
Is it every time, most of the time, consistently, or just like every
You
now and then?
regularly
You did say that.
miss important
now.
events.
Yeah, that's a deadbeat. That's a deadbeat. That's
or
a deadbeat.
fail
That's a
to
deadbeat.
follow through on promises.
That's a deadbeat. You said regularly.
Yeah.
Okay. You agree with that, Keith? K-Money?
I do 100%.
Okay, can y'all think of something else?
That a deadbeat dad would
That
do.
would do.
Would do or wouldn't do?
Yeah,
would or
not
wouldn't.
show up for graduation.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
really
that's an
deep.
That's what I
important
just
event.
said.
He just said
you
that.
regularly miss important events.
You did one of them.
Okay.
I would think, and this kind of goes in lines with the school, but, you know, as far as their personal appearance, making sure your child, your son has a haircut, groomed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your daughter has her hair done, and most men I know probably are not inclined to where they're able to fix hair. So, you know,
Yeah.
they can arrange for their hair to be fixed some kind of way.
Yeah.
But making the effort though.
Okay.
Putting forth the effort.
You can't. They wouldn't call and help with the homework when they need help. Even if their dad's good in math. I actually know this situation. I knew somebody who was a straight A student in math, but they was just a bad dad. But they had a child that needed help. I'm like, man, help your child. I can't help you. I was a C student in math, so they would have
You help
gotten
your
us.
child with homework, and you got
My daughter
end up
helped me.
getting 2 zeros, one for her and one for you.
I know my daughter can help me with it because you got new math. Every time you come out, it's a new math. You graduate, it's a new math. Another math, it's a new math. So my daughter good in math.
So what about dads who rarely communicate with their children?
Yeah, that's
That's a
deadbeat.
bad. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's bad.
This is self-explanatory, where dads put themselves before
Yeah,
their
the
children's
children.
needs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Would y'all agree or disagree that this is a sign of a deadbeat dad? The dad let mom do all the work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, deadbeat all the way. But I go back to one of your other shows. Is your choice in men? That goes back to that show.
Okay, so this next one, I can't speak for other cultures, but I can tell you I regularly go to Cigar Lounge. And sometimes, you know, there are a lot of heated conversations within those lounges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of black men. And I listen to a lot of black men when they talk about their sons especially, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're speaking of children in the whole. So I'm looking at it from your daughter and son. But I hear a lot of black men say what I'm about to say. Well, I'm not going to say that. Let me put it to you this way. There are a lot of black men who don't actively listen to their children.
Oh yeah.
they pretty much dismiss their children's thoughts and feelings. And so when they do that, then that can send the wrong message. Now, again, I don't want to say that I get Father of the Year and all of that stuff, but one of the things that I always said I would do, because I come from an era of do what I say, don't ask me no questions, just do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have a voice coming up, you know, and if I had a voice, I didn't know that I had a voice because I wasn't encouraged
To use it.
to use my
Right.
voice like that, you know. And so one of the things I think that a lot of black men do is we don't listen to our children. And so one of the things I adopted as a parent is I actually listen to what they got to say. And then I give feedback on what they got to say, even if I think it's stupid. I give feedback on what they got to say. Yeah. And the feedback that I usually give feedback by letting them discover, damn, I didn't think of it from this standpoint, or I didn't think of it from that standpoint. But ever since they were younger, my kids are adults now, but ever since they were younger, I would always listen to what they have to say, even if I didn't agree with it.
Now, you mentioned you would entertain even if you felt it was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
How often could you and would you entertain a stupid suggestion or conversation with your kids? It didn't matter. You were still
all the time, because let me show you something. Maybe stupid is a harsh word, but let me give you an example of something. And I know my son may be listening to this episode. So he was in high school and he played football. And so he was feeling some kind of way about his playing time, right? So he wanted to transfer. He wanted to transfer to a school closer to my house. Mm-hmm. Now, I know that wasn't the cure-all, be-all to solve the issue. Now, I entertained the conversation. But what I started to do when I entertained the conversation, and he didn't know this. Now, I disclosed this years and years later. Mm-hmm. But what I did was I gave him other angles to look at it from, the way the pros and cons of transferring to another school. I actually wanted him to stick it out where he was. Mm-hmm. Because I know that he had game like that.
Right.
And the school he went to produced a lot of athletes. Okay. Really produced a lot of athletes. Mm-hmm. Versus the school he wanted to transfer to closer by my house was sorry.
He wanted to shine.
And yeah, they were sorry though. Mm-hmm. But they could also in my opinion, kind of dim his light a little, believe it or not. Yeah. Not actually make him shine. Yeah. But dim his light, and he don't get the looks that he would get if he were there. At a school. Because if this popular school produced athletes and colleges was coming to this popular school, they will see him because they would see the talent, right? Mm-hmm. But nevertheless, man, to answer your question, K-Money, all the time.
Well, I admire you, bro, for listening, because that was something that I actually didn't do. I was one of those parents that, do as I say, not as I do. And we all grew up in that era where we were told to stay in a child's place. So, it just carried over with me in my parenting skills, and I was a very strict father. That probably was one of the only things I didn't do was listen to my kids. And if I had to go back, I'd probably do that differently.
Yeah, but and just because these are just signs,
right?
And this is not law. This is not law just because there are different things to these different things that we're discussing. This is not law in regards to hey, if you're not doing this or if you're doing this, you're a deadbeat. You know. So, but these are just little things of signs of a deadbeat dad. So let's move along from there. So husband. Now, signs of a deadbeat husband. Can y'all give me an example of what those signs would be?
Well, yeah, definitely not giving your wife any attention.
Coming home when he feel like it.
Moving
Staying
like
out
he's single.
late. Yeah, staying out late. Coming home when he feel like moving. Yeah, moving. Just
Not
what
taking
K-Money
care
said.
of the bills.
K-Money said moving like he's single.
Certain
That's-
stuff that you used to do, you're not doing anymore. You know, taking care of the household type stuff.
Yeah, it's so many ways it can go with deadbeat husband. Is shoot not doing the gutters because you know the wife ain't supposed to get up there and do it.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Can it get to a point to where a guy is manipulated by his woman to make him feel as if he's a deadbeat? But really, truthfully, he's not. He's just not doing everything
That want her to what she wants.
she wants, when she wants, and on her time.
That's manipulation.
I think in order to be called a deadbeat dad, it has nothing to do with what the woman wants. It's about being a man in general and knowing what a man's
Deadbeat
supposed to
husband.
No,
do.
we're
Deadbeat husband. That's
yeah.
what I mean. It don't have nothing to do with what the woman think you should be. It's about a deadbeat man. A woman can't tell you how to be a man. So I'm just saying that I don't think she had a right to have anything to say
About how to be a
and
man.
he shouldn't. It shouldn't affect him on
Okay.
what she say, because if you're a man, you know what a man's supposed to be.
Okay. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Man, you must have been reading my book.
I can't, I can't see it no other way. I mean, you know, just
Yeah.
in reality, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's something. A deadbeat son. Can y'all give me an example? Now, keep in mind, don't just think about your mom. If you're thinking, or just don't think about what a son would be to mom. Think about what a son would be to dad.
Yeah.
A deadbeat son. So that means that it's our parents. So
So the son don't want to hang out with his dad. His dad is trying to get him to see
No.
another part of life. Man, let's go fishing. Let's go do this. But you a deadbeat son. You just want to stay at home and play the game.
Play the game.
The
Deadbeat.
dad is trying to teach you how to be a man, and you're a deadbeat son for not trying to listen. At least give
That's
your
good.
dad a chance.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
K-Money?
I'm sitting there thinking,
That was
if you,
a good
if,
example, Slash.
It's a hell of an example,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids don't have that
that dad to
That
dad
father
to be
figure.
like that.
that father figure.
So when you have one, and here you is knocking it, you knocking yourself.
You ain't trying to listen
You
to
ain't
him.
trying to listen to him. You know.
Community 96, you got something to say?
Man, nah, that was a good one. But a lot of kids are deadbeats because of their the video games.
I mean,
the
they're
video
lazy.
games, the internet, the YouTube. It just makes them not want to do nothing else because everything's that they right there. It's right there.
Okay, before you chime in, K-Money, I want to read the definition of deadbeat again. A person who is not willing to work, does not behave in a responsible way, and does not fit into ordinary society.
Your mom tell you to clean up your room, you won't do it. You're not fit to be in this house.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up your room.
Take out the trash.
you
see it
feel
many
like you're
times.
entitled to any and everything just
Right.
because your parents own it, you think it's yours.
And
Yeah.
here's the problem. Some of y'all parents out here, I want you to hear this. Because too many times y'all excuse the fact that you don't go upstairs. So you don't know what upstairs look like. And when somebody go up there, you like, excuse the mess. The only person's up there is such and such.
And you
Okay.
allow it.
So that's your deadbeat child up there because of the deadbeat parent ain't saying, hey, make sure, go up there and make sure that place is clean.
I know this not Music Monday, but this last week, I gotta ask you, Slash. Somebody's been on the internet, a child. He's 12 years old. King. Is he the guy from Houston? A son? Is that his son?
No, that's not his son. Finesse 2 times.
Finesse
Two
two
times.
times. That's not his son.
I don't know.
No.
This is my first time.
Man.
That's 2
Nah.
times not from Houston.
That's
no,
not
he's with rap a lot though.
That's not his son, though.
That's not his son.
No.
If y'all seen the videos, would you call him a deadbeat? That little boy has been going crazy. He
That-
basically snitching.
Yeah, if he's
That's
in the
not his-
definition,
That's not his son.
It's not his son. I know, but he's still a son. He's somebody's
he falls
son.
in the definition of
Of
a deadbeat son.
All the snitching he's been doing.
So let me ask you this: can you be a deadbeat son if you didn't have proper guidance as from your parents?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So if you never had proper guidance from your parents and you become this deadbeat son, at what point should you be responsible for your actions, although you didn't have proper guidance coming up? At what age would that be?
As soon as you grown. Because that's how they gonna look at it when you go out here and shoot and do something crazy. You grown, we finna. So you need to be looking at yourself.
So if you're 15 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and in that scenario that you gave about rooms and all that stuff, and you're 15 years old, could you be considered a deadbeat son prior to being grown then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you're not
Definitely.
on your own already, you're deadbeat. You
Okay.
ain't trying to do nothing.
All right, so moving on. For those who have siblings,
I got him.
deadbeat brother. Now, do you have a deadbeat brother, or are you
The
a
deadbeat
deadbeat brother? What are signs of a deadbeat brother?
I got a deadbeat brother, but I don't want to get into
I
it.
think signs of a deadbeat brother is where you just don't talk to your brother. You know what I'm saying? You don't even communicate because of something way in the past.
No,
That would be deadbeat, I think.
that brother. What if it's a brother that don't reach out unless it needs something?
Well, if it's a brother that don't reach out,
mean
that
you
would
don't
be
talk to
that's
him.
the deadbeat brother.
Oh, okay. You talking about him? Okay.
So
okay,
no,
yeah, gotcha.
First of all,
but he reach out when he needs something. That's different.
Well, here's the thing.
I guess.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
know.
Here's the thing. Slash you on to something.
Yeah.
And this is all opinionated, by the way.
Right.
But slash you on to something. So if you have a sibling, that's to the listeners and to the guys on this panel. If you have a sibling, is your sibling the deadbeat, or are you the deadbeat?
Yeah.
That ain't for y'all to answer right now, But think
That's
about
the
it.
idea
Give me a
of-
sign.
I
Give me
get what
something.
you're saying.
Yeah. Now, if you have a brother that don't reach out and listen, he wants something.
He's the deadbeat
He's the
brother.
deadbeat.
Yeah.
If you're the guy that's actually reaching out all the time, I love you, this, then
you're not the deadbeat.
That ain't you.
Well, you make me feel good then. Thank you. Appreciate it.
K Money, you want to add to that, man?
I'm sitting there trying to think, man. I think if they just are to themselves, think like Slash stated, holding grudges on shit that happened in the past, and just looking for excuses and reasons
That.
not to want to be involved with the family.
Okay. Now, at the beginning of the show, I said that the show is about a deadbeat man. Then I said that a man can have multiple titles and roles. And I broke down those titles and role of one man. That man could be a dad. That man could be a husband. That man can be a friend. That man could be a son. That man could be a brother. One man, but all of those roles.
Right.
So now let me ask y'all. What if that man was a deadbeat and only one of those roles? Does that classify him as a deadbeat man, or would he be just a deadbeat dad or a deadbeat husband? Let's say friend. Let's use friend for an example. A deadbeat friend, meaning that here I am. I'm friends with you. I'm a good dad. I'm a good husband. I'm a good son. I'm a good brother. But with you, I call you my friend, and we boys. But you always trying to get over when it comes to money. I thought we was boys. You ain't got to fuck over me with the money. But and we break bread, we kick it, we cool, and every time it come up, you fucking over me with the money. But that person is good in every other area.
That's deadbeat man, period. I don't think there's a separation between a deadbeat man, son. If you're a deadbeat, you're a deadbeat.
I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
Yeah, look at it this way. Take school, high school, make that the man. You got English, math, science, history. I make an A in English, A in science, B in math, and an F in history. F. I did good in the other classes, but I keep making an F. Now, when it comes to the man, I will say this. Because of that F in history, it can make you look like the deadbeat man, even though you're doing good in the other departments. You get what I'm saying?
That's a pretty good analogy.
Yeah,
Man.
I hate to say it like
and most of the time,
I feel like I'm going crazy. Man. This man made some sense.
I think I spoke the way I did because I've never experienced that in a particular deadbeat, that they wasn't just a deadbeat, period. I've never seen a person be a deadbeat dad but not a deadbeat son.
Look at it like this. You had a girlfriend.
I've never seen it.
Say you had a girlfriend, you's a baby mama, right?
Uh-huh.
You loved your child. But you like, damn, this baby mama, she ain't nothing. She out on the street. After she had this baby, she go out to the club all the damn time. Fuck her. You finna be deadbeat to her, but you finna take care of your child. So you gonna make an A with your child, but an F with her because you don't give a shit. See?
Man,
So
But she can't call you a deadbeat at that point.
for her, on her part,
But
because
but
now
the
you
only
ain't spending
thing
money on her. You ain't getting her
but
nails
y'all
done.
not in a relationship. You just,
I just said you just checked out. That's what I said. That's what I was saying
if it's
before.
over,
your
it's
gas.
over. You can't call me deadbeat nothing if I'm taking care of my child.
Exactly. Well, she can call you deadbeat, not for the baby, but
I'm
for
just
her.
saying, damn what she say. I'm taking care of my child. It ain't about her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's
I
why I
get
was
it.
saying
I
any
get it.
man who would allow a woman to make him feel as if he's a deadbeat, he got a problem.
But see,
You trying to get her to make him.
On the outside looking in, everybody looking at y'all relationship is going to make you look like a deadbeat, even though your child is well taken care of because you're treating her bad. See what I'm saying?
So that would be a deadbeat what? Boyfriend?
It would
or
make her a
husband?
deadbeat, make him a deadbeat man because
She's the deadbeat.
even though he's only a deadbeat in one
Okay.
department, which is her.
So, bottom line, if we're talking about a deadbeat man, and we know a man got all these multiple titles and roles. If you're good in all of these roles, dad, husband, son, brother, but you are a deadbeat friend because you always fucking over your homeboy over the money.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, / you say that just makes you a deadbeat all around.
Yeah, you can't.
And
Because it's about that's part of the definition of a deadbeat, not handling responsibility.
and so you disagree.
I'm a partial deadbeater. He's a partial deadbeater in a department. He's
Yeah,
a
he's
deadbeat
just
in
a
one
deadbeat
particular-
friend.
In that, yeah.
I mean, he's not a deadbeat dad or a deadbeat
deadbeat,
husband.
yeah.
So,
because-
so y'all two Comedian 96 and K Money, y'all disagree with Slash.
Right.
As far, okay. All right. So, first of all of this is opinionated, and y'all all made good points. So I'm going to bring it to a close. Attention, all men. It's never too late to make a change for the better. This concludes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.